Yo, what's up, Leo? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of December 2017. Leo, a lot of big astrology changes happening this month. We've got Mercury going retrograde on December 3rd. We've got Chiron, which is going direct. It's been retrograding since July 1st. Chiron will go direct on December 5th. And then the really big one is the change of sign for Saturn. So Saturn's going to be changing signs on December 19th. This is huge. Saturn's going to be in the next area of the sky until March 21st, 2020. So that's a really big shift. And this particularly has to do with Saturn for you, Leo. This particular influence has to do with a restructuring of your work situation, whether that means within your existing line of work or potentially breaking apart from a existing work situation and putting it back together with another. So I'm going to get more into that towards the end of this forecast, but the sun is going to be in an area that has to do with true love in your life throughout the month of December 2017, Leo. And you should really be putting a focus on having fun throughout the first 3 weeks of December 2017. You should be putting a focus on your love life. It's bringing warmth, vitality, and success to the areas of your life that I just mentioned. So your romantic situation, your love life. This also has to do with creativity. So if you're an artist of some sort, your creative faculties, you could really put them to good use the first 3 weeks of December 2017. And then the sun's going to shift into an area that has to do with your work situation in the fourth week of December. So it's kind of interesting because, that's kind of the time when people start to go on vacation and have their fun, but it's more like you're having fun for the first 3 weeks of December. Then all of a sudden the sun shifts on the last week of December, it shifts on December 21st, and then all of a sudden now you're getting busy with work. But those are the main themes for you, Leo, for the month of December 2017. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat on December 1st, Venus is entering this area that has to do with your love life. So Venus tends to really soften the influence. So if you've been having some challenge, I'm not saying all of you have, but for those of you who maybe experienced some difficulty in your love life with Venus there, this is really going to smooth out the process, and it's going to be in this area from December 1st until December 25th. So I think you're going to have some luck with love during this time, Leo. And this also has to do with creativity too. So like I said, if you're a Leo that's an artist of some sort, then this is a great time for you to dip into some sort of creative endeavor. If you are a Leo that's a parent and you have children, this is a good time for spending quality time with your children. Also on December 1st, Mars is forming what's called an opposition to Uranus, which is retrograding. So you have Mars on one end of the sky, Uranus on the other. So they're facing off on December 1st, and this is like you having a difficult time with potentially with maybe you want to communicate with someone who's in a faraway place, or maybe they're from a faraway place, but you're having a challenge. Like, what's the caveat? You can't make the connection or something. There's just an issue with communication, or for others of you, if it doesn't have to do with somebody who's from a faraway place, then potentially this has to do with someone who's local, but potentially they're from a cultural background that's different from yours. So maybe you're trying to make a connection with someone who's from a cultural background that's different from yours. It's not working. It's something, there's an issue there. There's an opposition. So it's sort of a difficult situation. For others of you, this might have to do with a spiritual subject of some sort on December 3rd. Now Mercury is starting to retrograde, and Mercury retrogrades from December 3rd until December 22nd. Mercury's a really fast planet, so it just goes sign to sign so quick, but when it retrogrades, it looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. What does that mean astrologically? Well, the universe is saying, Mercury is slowing up and putting the brakes on because it's in your area. It's going to do this retrograde in your area of your love life. And what it's saying is, instead of Mercury just going sign to sign, and what it does, it just moves fast. Now it's retrograding in this area of love. It means that there needs to be something that you need to focus on regarding your love life. So R for retrograde, R for review. What do you need to review about your love life between December 3rd and December 22nd? Now, it's an interesting dynamic because Venus will also be in this area. So Venus is trying to smooth things over, and Mercury is going to make communication a little bit more challenging for some of you. Others of you are going to maybe chat with somebody from your past. Potentially, you'll see some exes crop up, and whether or not you reconnect with them or rekindle an old romance. I mean, that's up to you. But we'll see what happens. It's not going to happen for everybody. Obviously, people who are in existing relationships aren't going to be doing stuff like that. If you're happy in your existing romantic alliance, then obviously you're not going to be doing something like that. On December 3rd, there's a full moon in this area that has to do with your friendships and technology and social media. So you could see a development in any of the things that I just mentioned following the full moon on December 3rd. Sometimes when I see a full moon in this area, it precipitates as all of a sudden, now you're like go to some function where there's a bunch of people around you. You might see development with your friendships. Some of you, a lot of Leos I know, they like to post on social media. Following December 3rd, you might post on social media even more than you do already. So if you are a Leo that already posts on social media a lot, all of a sudden now you're even going to be posting even more. Wow, can you believe it? And this area also has to do with technology. So some of you might be updating your electronics, your devices, doing updates and stuff like that. Following December 3rd, on December 5th, Chiron starts to move forward. It's been retrograding since July 1st. This has probably caused a hang up in a shared resource situation, a delay of some sort. When it comes to the resources that you share with others of you maybe had some blips here and there in your sex life potentially. For others of you, maybe it's been like a delay regarding a contract of some sort or a business deal or a negotiation of some sort. Now following December 5th, you should see some progress with that. For those of you, not all of you are trying to let go of someone who you used to share your resources with or someone who used to be part of your sex life, but that was a process that was happening while Chiron was retrograding from July 1st all the way up until December 5th. Now Chiron's moving forward again on December 5th. You should have an easier time letting go of an outdated shared resource situation if that was part of your life at one point. And on December 10th, Mercury's retrograding, positively aspects Uranus, which is retrograding. Positive conversations or communications happening unexpectedly, potentially with somebody who's from a faraway place. If they're not in a faraway place, potentially they're from a cultural they're local maybe, but from a cultural background that's different from yours. Others of you are suddenly communicating about a spiritual subject of some sort. Potentially creativity has to factor into this. Some of you might be attracted to someone who's a spiritual figure in your life. On December 14th, Venus positively aspecting the North Node. This is a great day for love no matter what your situation is. If you're single, coupled up, on the fence, whatever. If you're single, you should definitely be reaching out to somebody who you're attracted to. You could have some success in your love life on December 14th. Obviously, if you're coupled up, you should pencil in some romance with your lover on December 14th. On December 18th, there's a new moon. This new moon has to do with your love life. Your love life is a big theme this month, Leo. So the new moon's going to hit on December 18th and the 6 months that follow December 18th. If you're already happily coupled up, this just means new stuff that's going to come in for your existing love situation in the 6 months that follow December 18th. Maybe some of you are going to be trying to take it to the next level. If you've been with somebody long enough, you probably should. And if you love them, otherwise, then see you later. Time to get somebody that you really want. And if you're single, I'm not saying somebody's definitely going to enter into your love life in the 6 months that follow December 18th, but yeah, it's definitely a possibility with this new moon, new love situation potentially coming in the 6 months that follow December 18th. For others of you, it might have to do with creativity potentially. So some Leos, new creative endeavors coming in the 6 months that follow December 18th if you're an artist of some sort. For other of you, Leo, if you're a Leo that's a parent, new stuff coming in regarding your children in the 6 months that follow December 18th. Now here's the big one. On December 19th, this is Saturn changing signs, and this doesn't happen very often. And Saturn is going to be in this next part of the sky until March 21st, 2020. So this is a very long time. And this has to do with your work situation, Leo. Primarily has to do with your work. It has to do with your health. It has to do with your daily process. And Saturn's a planet of restriction. So you might feel a little bit restricted by your daily circumstances. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen for all of you, but some of you, daily life might start to feel a little bit mundane here and there. It's like you're someone who likes to have fun and go on adventures and stuff, and you might feel a little bit restricted in your daily process starting on December 19th, 2017, all the way up until March 21st, 2020. Now, for others of you, this is potentially about a restructuring of your work situation. So, if you're going to stick it out with the same line of work for the next few years, then there's going to be a restructuring of some sort within your existing line of work that's going to put you on a path that's more aligned with your fate. And, to go along with that, this also means for others of you, when I say restructure and it comes to your work situation, I mean like you're breaking apart with your existing work situation. And, sometime between now and March 21st, 2020, potentially you're breaking apart with an existing work situation and you're putting your life back together with another work situation that's more aligned with what you need to be doing with your life's purpose, Leo. This also has to do with your health. So if you have some health issues, you're going to see them crop up a little bit. Up until March 21st, 2020, you're going to have some issues potentially coming to the surface regarding your health, and this is going to be the time for you to address those issues if that's resonating with you. But I think that's all I have for you this month, Leo. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram, Gregory Furlan Official. I'm on Facebook, posting daily astrology. Check me out there. Make sure to give me a like there. Have a great month, and I'll see you next year.